Welcome, beautiful friends from around the world. I'm Carolee, and I'm here to help you have clarity through life's toughest challenges and greatest joys. The energy today is very somber, maybe because of the rain. I was out walking my dog and my cat Whiskers is here looking at the smoke. I don't normally let him in here because he's still a kitten, and he's like, let me play with everything, the wires and the smoke and whatever. I saw a cool video, side note, a cool video the other day about how your cats manifest you. And he definitely came to us at an opportune time when I needed him. But he also showed me just how powerful of a healer I can be because of the state he came to us in. And that's a long story. I'm not going to get into it. But anyways, if I have to stop for a second and get him out of the way, he's here. And he's just looking at the smoke from the sage lavender stick. Anyway, I don't want to get distracted. It's a somber day. I was out walking my dog, and raining, a little bit snowy, like cold, wet rain. But there was this tree on our walk, and it was full of birds, and the birds were all singing. And I was like, wow, what a beautiful message that is. And then Spirit, Source, Energy, Most High, God was like, bring messages of hope, personal messages of hope and healing today for the collective. And so I've been channeling a lot of really very intense energies, and so I wanted to bring something else, or I guess God wanted to bring you messages of hope and healing today as well. And I'm going to go back to the pick a card reading for this reading. So I have 3 different piles for you to choose from. In a second, I'm going to post it on the screen, and when you're ready, take a few deep breaths. Take a look at the images and use your intuition, whatever resonates with you. Select that pile. The timestamp for your pile is in the description box below. I'll see you in your reading. Welcome to your reading, pile number 1. Thank you so much for being here with me today. You chose Trust Your Path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? This card. I did write down a few short channeled messages on a piece of paper before I began that went with each pile. So for you, pile number 1, I heard let yourself receive, let your guard down, but also mostly receive. So right now, I think allowing yourself to be in the energy of receiving, learning how to receive. Perhaps a lot of you are, I'm a giver, right? I'm even hearing I'm a lover, not a fighter. But even though that's your soul's essence, maybe you've been in this fight or flight energy or this fighter energy, but that's not actually who you are, and you are actually worthy of receiving love, abundance, friendship, communication, help, support, all these different things. But it's as if I'm seeing the 2 of Swords in a way that's like blocking people off, saying no. no, I don't need you, or no, I don't want help, or no, I'm not worthy, or no, don't look at me, even for some of you. Like you don't want others to see you struggling. And look at this figure in this card that you chose. This figure's almost as if they're wandering alone in the desert, trying to find their way. The way is there, it's highlighted, it's this white archway, right? This is doorway. But this figure has taken a really long time to get there. And the energy of the figure, even though they're being guided, they're very dark in this land of opportunity, in this land of love and abundance and hope and welcoming, I'm hearing. But there's something about being in this energy of hopelessness and feeling really lost, feeling alone and isolated, left out, I'm hearing, or left behind. The overall energy, I'm going to show you this card. The overall energy at the bottom of the deck, I think for all three piles, was this one, on a Grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. And again, she's overseeing and sharing light and love and wisdom with a lot of these dark figures here. These figures shrouded in darkness, in sadness, in loss, and grief. And I don't think that's necessarily the case or the intention of the card, but that's what I'm seeing in the card right now with all these figures here. But they're being guided towards something. Look at them sort of making their way, following the creek or the lake or whatever, or the stream, following the stream, it's a better word, towards this light, right? That you can't really see what's on the other side of this mountain. I'm hearing like the Land Before Time sort of energy, that old dinosaur movie when we were kids. When I was a kid, like heading towards something, knowing that there's this land of abundance, land of opportunity somewhere, but you have to go through all these trials. This is like giving me the hero's journey, and I think this might be for each pile, but it's like this hero's journey, making their way towards something, but that something is kind of unknown, and feeling a little lost right now in the process. But there is this divine plan that's formulated, that's sort of in the works, and you can't see that divine plan, but you're a part of the divine plan. Trust your path. If you knew you were supported, what would you do? Maybe for some of you, there's things that you've always wanted to do, or something you want to say to somebody, or a vision, an idea that you've always wanted to try, and yet you feel as though it's a little bit out of reach, or it's not the right time, or you don't know how to get there. We're going to look at the tarot and see what the tarot has to say, and then I'll pull some more advice cards for you. Pile number 1, Spirit. What is it that, a message of hope and healing, God, Source Energy, message of healing for the collective for pile number 1. Six of Wands, Six of Materials, Five of Inspiration, and the Wheel. But most of them are in the Page of Inspiration at the bottom, Page of Wands at the bottom. Leave that there for a second. Some of them are in reverse. So Six of Inspiration in reverse. Six of Wands. Six of Materials or Six of Pentacles in reverse. I just get this energy of wandering alone in the desert, wondering when you're going to get there. Like, what else can I do energy? Like, I don't know where else to turn or what to do or who to work with even. Like, how come I'm not being recognized? How come I'm not being seen? I was at the bus stop the other morning and I was talking to a mom, another mom. Okay, so the Six of Inspiration, Six of Wands in reverse. Like, I don't want to fight anymore. I don't want the drama anymore. I don't want to compete anymore. And then the wheel. So things are changing. I think the overall message is things are changing for you. Trust your path. Trust that you are on the right path. Trust in the divine plan. I think I get this feeling like you're already doing whatever it is that you want to be doing. For some of you, maybe you're not, or you have an idea and you haven't fully embraced it yet. Or maybe you're doubting yourself because you're not getting the results that you want to be getting. Like, why doesn't anybody see me? So I was talking to this mom the other day, and she said something like she's been applying for these positions, and inflation and the economy and stuff right now, it's really not easy out there. And she's a single mom, and she has support. She does have like her daughter's father in her life helping her quite a bit, which is really nice. But at the same time, she said to me, when it comes to applying for all of these places, all these positions, that even the most mundane places that she's overqualified for, and she's not getting any calls back. And she's like, I feel like, am I invisible? She literally said that, am I invisible? And I instantly was like, oh my God, girl, I totally get it. And I feel that the same way sometimes when you're really working on something and you feel like, I'm aligned, I know what I want, I'm going to go after it, I'm doing the work. When it comes to you manifesting something, you like, I wrote it down, I have my vision board. I am doing all the work of manifesting. I'm in my heart space. I feel really good about what I want to do. So why isn't it sort of manifesting? And then there's this having faith in the divine timing, which can be very frustrating, because then it's like, am I literally invisible? Why isn't this working? I'm doing all of the work, but nothing is working. So why not? What is it that the collective, the whole world seems to be on this since the pandemic, the beginning of the pandemic? It's like everything has shifted. The idea of who we are, what we're meant to be doing, the way that we live our lives, the way that we connect with one another, the society that we've built, the government systems that we built, different types of systems that we built, everything just seems to be breaking down to the holes in them are being highlighted, even within ourselves, within our relationships, within the way that we are showing up for ourselves, the way that we are showing up for each other, the essence of community. Even like, even me going back to the church, trying to find that community, that sense of like God and community that I had walked away from for a long time, and now coming back to that, I want that sense of community, that support, that love. I want to feel God's love like I've never felt before. I want to let God love me. I want to let the divine love me, whereas I pushed it away for so long. Or I want to build those friendships that I've never really had. And as an adult and as a mother, right, at this age, it's harder to make friends. 11:11 on the clock. And it's easy to feel isolated and alone and lost and not know if you're doing the right thing or following the right signs, or even able to recognize what the signs even mean, deciphering the signs that God, source energy, the Most High is sending you. That can be challenging, especially when you're doubting your path because you're not seeing the results right away. I don't think that this energy is even about you not having faith in yourself, or not believing in yourself, or not believing that you're qualified enough for whatever it is. It could be about work. I get this energy of feeling really lost here. And maybe not so much lost as unseen. Like your needs aren't being met. And Source is saying, are you meeting your own needs? I don't know about you guys in your towns, but ever since, I don't know, in the last month or 2 months, there have been so many around me, like fire alarms, sirens going off during the day, more than I've heard since I lived in Toronto. Like, I don't live in a big city. I mean, I live in a big city, but not like a big city, where when I lived in Toronto, it was a all day, every day, all night type of thing. But now it's kind of odd, actually. It's a lot of breakdowns happening. Let yourself be seen. Let yourself receive. Even that, to me, feels like spiritual gaslighting. I can't stand it sometimes, but sometimes we do put up our own blockades to the receiving energy without even realizing it. It's like we're asking for help but not welcoming the help when we actually get it. Or it's almost as if wanting other people to see that we need this help and support and read our minds, but are unable to actually ask for that help. Maybe because that fear of asking for help comes from having asked for help when we were little and not receiving it, or being in environments that weren't nurturing or conducive to our way of thinking, our way of being, the essence of who we are, right? It's like that, what's that saying? Like, if you tried to teach a fish how to climb a tree, like, obviously that's not the way it's saying, but if you try to teach a fish to climb a tree, obviously it's going to fail. Like, our education spaces, our communities aren't set up for each individual's success. It's for like one type of person, the ideal type of person. And what is that ideal? That ideal is a standardized, right? A standard that people are supposed to meet, even though none of us are, like, we're all unique individuals. So how can we, like, all meet this, like, one standard way of being in the world? Now, I get that there are, like, bars that developmentally we should be hitting, but when it comes to the way we show up in the world, the way that success is made, right, that's not standard. There's no standard for that. Even coaches who create a program, the people who are successful are probably very similar in that program, are very similar to the person who created that program based on their own results. But the program isn't meant for everybody out there. But there is this general feeling of, like, aimlessly wandering, feeling unseen, feeling like your needs aren't being met, feeling like I don't want to face this anymore. I don't want to be challenged like this anymore. But the wheel is turning for you with the wheel card here, the Wheel of Fortune. Let's get some clarifiers. I think that this message of hope and healing for you is about being seen, like having somebody see you, see your struggles, and tell you and validate you. Like, this isn't just you. This is, I think, a big issue that's happening to a lot of people right now. Our concept of reality was shattered in the last few years. Our belief systems being gaslit on a global scale, being forced to isolate, being forced to pit yourself against somebody else for your belief systems, your political belief systems, right? That, and it was almost forced upon us, in many different ways, in our work setting, families, like, and it changed the way we see who we are, how we relate to other people. It changed our connections profoundly. Like, and not everybody had 555 on the timer, 1555, and we didn't all get the support that we needed with the Six of Materials in reverse. Feeling really lost, feeling like you are in need of charity, need of help. Yeah, Ace of Swords. Like somebody here with the anxiety. So we have Ace of Swords coming out when I just said that. Truth, acknowledgement, validation. In need of help, but not getting the help that you need. But maybe there's this fear of asking for the help, feeling unseen, but feeling as though maybe you don't have the right to ask for help for whatever reason. Feeling as though maybe you've been asking or praying for help, but not receiving it. Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Anxiety, fears, keeping you stuck, keeping you separate. It's the Six of Inspiration, Six of Wands in reverse. Temperance, yeah. Patience. If this is about building a business, right, or even being recognized somewhere, somehow, applying for jobs, speaking your truth, even, there's this need for patience. And patience, but also taking care of yourself, healing. Not, and I don't like to say just healing, but focusing on your own, on nourishing yourself, focusing on your own well-being while you continue to put yourself out there. I feel like for some of you, maybe you've been overworked. Maybe you're trying to force yourself to be put out there in the public eye, because the Six of Inspiration or Six of Wands is a lot of the times about maybe public speaking or being seen on a global scale, or really putting yourself out there, being recognized. But maybe doing it too much, like forcing it, or not realizing when you've had enough or when you need to take a break. Like maybe you don't need to be putting yourself out there every single day. Maybe you need that downtime for yourself. Maybe you need to spend a little bit of extra time taking a bath, focusing on your own well-being, taking care of yourself, getting your nails done, getting your hair done, exercising, right? Maybe that has been falling to the wayside while you're wanting to grow something or put yourself out there. And there's this need to really focus on your own nourishment, whatever that is for you. It could be even reading, whatever it is that you enjoy doing. How can you nourish yourself more? The Hanged Man. This is about also a new perspective, but again, I think that's at the bottom of the deck, and the overall energy is patience. I'm hearing strength, regeneration, recuperating your reserves, your energetic reserves. You need strength for something that, for this mission that you're on. I feel like for some of you, you do have a very powerful mission. Yeah. It's just, I think this is really about divine timing, and whatever maybe you're doing right now and putting yourself out there, whether it's looking for a job or even, I don't see this as a love reading. I see this more as like a divine purpose reading. Like you are, I feel as though you are aligned, or you're about to be aligned with your divine purpose, and you're like, okay, I'm aligned, I believe in myself, I'm doing the work, but why isn't anything moving? Why isn't it moving forward for me? And it's not that you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, because you're doing everything right, except for maybe, not nourishing yourself enough. I think that is the missing piece here right now, but also divine timing and having some patience, really just enjoying the simple things. It's all about the simple things for you right now while working on your mission, and faith, and allowing yourself to receive. And I think that by allowing yourself to receive nourishment from yourself will also cue God, source energy, spirit guides, all these energies that, like, okay, you are open to receiving, because we know that you have faith in your path, in what you're doing, because you are settled. You feel calm. 11:22 on the clock, 20:50 on the timer. So It's about taking care of yourself. I think there's also this need for a routine, and maybe I'm not routine has always been really hard for me, like really sticking to that steady state routine. I'm a projector in human design, and so like I wake up each day and I'm like, okay, what messages do you want me to share today? And I have a pretty good routine, but since becoming a mom, it's like around my daughter's schedule and not so much around my own nourishment, and that can be very challenging. So I completely get you if this resonates with you, and I totally understand you when that, like, you putting yourself last. But now I think that with the Ace of Swords here, there's this message of putting yourself first, your nourishment specifically. So and like having patience. But if you start to have that little bit of routine of building in your own nourishment, whatever that means for you, into your day wherever you can. And I know some people, like Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about, I get up at 5 in the morning sometimes and I meditate for 3 hours. Well, his kids are older, and he might not have had to be that default parent who has to get up with their kids every single morning. And if you can't do it in the morning, then doing it a little bit at night, putting the kids to bed a little bit earlier, or staying up. Yes, and sometimes we do have to stay up a little bit later, but when you're focusing on nourishing yourself instead of just binge watching TV for that extra half an hour, the extra hour, you're not draining your energy, you're actually filling your cup up when you're doing that at that time. 2022 or 2222 on the timer. And I think that really is the missing piece for you. You don't have to struggle with the 5 of Wands in reverse here. You don't have to struggle. In this deck, the 5 of Wands is not so much about conflict with other people, it's about conflict with the self, competing against yourself, letting that go. Like, you don't, yes, we do want to be better than we were yesterday, but like, you don't need every single day to be this like huge big improvement, this huge step forward. It's more about like the baby steps, having that routine, having that system of self replenishment after having a long day, or while you're doing the work and in alignment with your path. Because then here, what came out and fell on the floor, and this, I think because it fell on the floor in large part because this is a little bit unseen with the Justice card here, 2323 on the timer. There's this huge personal growth, expansion, karma. You are so full of love and compassion for yourself and vision when it comes to spreading love and joy and compassion and understanding around the world or within your community, that karma with the Wheel of Fortune here, karma is working in your favor in this. If we talk about karma, right, you can't run from karma no matter who you are, whether it's like positive or negative, but you've put out so much love and nourishment and understanding and compassion, and like you've done so much work on yourself, on loving yourself, healing yourself, and you spread that message of hope and healing to the world, and you share that vision with other people. Whether you're a coach or you're a public speaker or you're a leader of some kind, or even just, or not just a mother. Being a mother is one of the most important jobs, or being a parent, right? The Queen of Cups is a mothering energy. And I guess I talk a lot about it because I'm a mother, but whether you're a father or a mother or a parent or a guardian or a grandparent or whatever, it's all the same sort of energy, that mothering figure, mothering energy. I know that the Queen of Pentacles is usually seen as the mother, but I see the Queen of Cups more as a mother because it's more about like that nurturing side of motherhood, which is what the mother is really here for, whereas the Queen of Pentacles is more of a provider and manager of the hearth and home, which is also true, but the Queen of Cups is more of the nurturer. But I do feel as though it is on the horizon, whatever your karma is, in a good way. Like, you have something coming in for you that you've always wanted to manifest, and the good things are coming. But Spirit is just saying, like, it's most important. The most important thing you can do for yourself right now is love yourself. Specifically nourishment keeps coming up. Specifically nourishment, doing something nice for yourself. Within the parameters that you have, the means that you have. doesn't always mean that you need to take like a whole big spa day or a vacation or mom vacation. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be like that. But just putting some music on and doing your own nails and soaking your feet in a tub, or taking a bath with some bath salts and herbs and a spiritual bath, or meditating or reading a book, like, and not just like an information book, right? Like for me, let's say I love learning and reading about trauma and spiritual stuff or whatever. But that's a part of work, right? It's not necessarily replenishing. I have one book about domestic violence that I've been trying to get through for a while, and it's like, it's so triggering that it's hard for me to sit down and read in one in a few hours. Like, it's very overwhelming for me. So that's not rejuvenating, that's not replenishing, that makes me feel anxious actually when I do it. So reading for work is not what this is talking about. This is like reading like a romance novel because you're just like, hey, why not, right? I love fiction books that are based in like the 1920s. Zelda Fitzgerald is one of my favorite figures from history. I just love reading about her, and or fictional novels that are based on her and her life. And even though, you know, that their whole situation was very dramatic, but like her essence, her energy, her charisma, her artistic spirit and soul, like I'm getting chills. Like, I just love learning and reading about her, things kind of based around that era. So that for me is replenishing. I can read one of those books in a few hours. But like something else, you know, when you're reading and you're thinking and you have to reread a chapter or reread a few pages because you're just like not into it, that's not replenishing. So what can you do to nourish yourself? What routine can you build into your day to nourish yourself? A little bit of yoga. You know, I don't think that it could be cleaning if you enjoy it. Some people say purging and cleaning is going to help you, and it does help uplift your energy, but that's not what I mean. You need some downtime. You need some self-reflection, and a way to build hope into your day is to have that space for you to blossom, you know, the water, needing that water energy in order to get the nourishment, in order to grow, the sun on your face, getting out in nature, whatever it is. Everybody's different. What's the Justice card? Just in case, Queen of Swords. Okay, so here we have ask about specifically about the Justice card, because you never know, right? But this is the Queen of Swords. If you are a public speaker of some kind, a truth teller, clairvoyant, clairsentient, I'm getting, I'm hearing Justice Department, so I don't know. Whatever it is, you could be working on a big case. Let's say you work for the Justice Department, you're working on a big case, things aren't moving forward, you feel unseen, you feel like your work's not being recognized, right? And maybe you need, with the Six of Materials in reverse, maybe you need that last piece of evidence, or you need something like a smoking gun sort of energy. This is an example. It's an extreme example, but just because the Justice is here, I'm like, oh. Or maybe you said something, maybe you spoke some sort of truth to somebody, and people didn't believe you with the Six of Materials in reverse, Six of Inspiration. You were like, oh my God, these people didn't believe me. Maybe, and that is like then questioning yourself, questioning your own perceptions a little bit. For some, that could be for some of you, because we have the Ace of Swords here, which is truth. It could be speaking that kind of truth. But there's this need for patience. It doesn't have to be that you're in the Justice. I'm hearing Justice League, like, you know. Sometimes when you are working a case of whatever kind of case, it takes time to build it, to go through the steps in order to win, or to collect the evidence, or to build up a following on social media, you know, whatever it is. So the Justice card is the Queen of Swords. Like, you speak truth, you spread knowledge in some way, and you are correct. Whatever it is that you said or did or you're working on, like, you Spirit is so proud of you. You are so on point. You are strong. You are fearless. You are wise. Maybe somebody, you spoke some sort of truth to somebody and they didn't heed wise counsel, I'm hearing, and it caused some sort of delays, or and you felt really bad, like, damn, why don't people like see the value in the words that I'm something like that, you know. It could even be being a mother and your teenagers not like listening to, and but this is more about like picking and choosing your battles, and maybe saying something with truth. You know that you're standing in your integrity, you know that you're right, you can feel it, you can sense it, you're very intuitive, you trust your intuition. So this is like, okay, things are just playing out, and when everything is said and done, 11:33 on the timer or on the clock, so like, yeah, when this is done playing out, I think people are going to see you in a whole different light. At the bottom of the deck we have 7 of Swords, and then underneath of that, oh my god, and then 6 of Materials again in the reverse. Wow. Then underneath of that is the 6 of Wands. So, and this is a different deck, so that's weird that came out like that in the almost the same sort of order, the same energy coming out in a different deck. So that's interesting. So when this is all said and done, and you can't see it happening, right? This is kind of like the divine plan that's happening for you. And behind the scenes, you're gonna be, people are gonna look at you totally differently. They're gonna be like, man, I should have listened to that person. Like they were right. And you're gonna be recognized. The people not respecting you and not believing you and not seeing your worth, not seeing your value, maybe even taking from you, right? Or wanting to steal from you, wanting to take from you. It could be people stealing your ideas, right? Like that's a different message. But in the workplace though, like maybe people taking your ideas and you not getting the credit for it. But that's changing. You're getting your just desserts. They're getting karma, and you're getting the good karma for being your authentic self and having faith, overcoming challenges. Yeah. I want to ask just about the final. Your creativity is unmatched. Your mind, your way of doing things with the Page of Wands. Your intuition. There is no other you. Nobody can copycat you. 33:55 on the timer. Nobody can copycat your energy. They can try, but there's only one you. So the wheel is at the end here. Let's check out the wheel. What's the wheel? What's changing? What's shifting for pile 1? Oh, okay. Queen of Materials, Queen of Pentacles. We were talking about the Queen of Pentacles. 6 of Voices at the bottom. You are moving away from all of this unseen stuff, all the drama, all the chaos, all the stuck energy. And you're moving towards a really solid foundation, especially financially. If this is business, 3-4-4-4, you're very protected. 6 of Emotions and the World card, 9 of Materials. So it could be some simple joys here, feeling joyful, feeling like connected to your inner child. It could be a reunion, a family reunion, or a reunion with somebody. I didn't get a lot of relationship stuff. I think it's just different for everybody here. Sorry, my daughter was home sick today. Not like sick, but you know when someone's just under the weather, I didn't want her to go and like get worse. Anyway, so okay, Queen of Materials, Queen of Pentacles, 6 of Emotions, 6 of Cups, Chariot, what's the sixth? It could be childhood wounds, right? Healing your inner child, overcoming patterns of things going on with your family, maybe being recognized by your family, being able to financially support your family. Like we were talking about, I was talking about the Queen of Cups being like that nurturing mother figure, and then I mentioned the Queen of Materials, which is more about being able to manage that hearth and home energy, being able to provide financially or just support the family a little bit better. So that's what I think that this is for you. Like that story I was telling about that other mom, single mom, right? And just like really feeling invisible, feeling stuck, feeling unseen, and not being able to provide in the way that she wants to provide. And I think that's really changing for you. Empress at the bottom of the deck, Page of Emotions. So yeah, there's like this things really shifting, especially in your home environment. That feeling of security is shifting and changing for you. But I think Spirit really wants you to focus on nourishing yourself. Because even let's say you do have this overnight success, or you do start moving forward in your career or whatever it is, if you don't build that habit of self-nourishment into your routine, what's going to happen when you do get to that stage of notoriety, when you do get recognized, when your work does pick up, when you do start to get a little bit busier, when people are coming to you asking for guidance, and you are you have more people coming to you, your work schedule is busier, that kind of stuff, and you don't have that habit built into your day, into your life of self-nourishment, what are you going to do then? You will burn yourself out, and then you'll be sort of stuck back where you started. And so Spirit wants you to focus on nourishment. That's really the message here. Nourishing yourself, allowing yourself to receive love from yourself, and then Spirit will know that you're ready to receive other things. And it's not a punishment, it's just Spirit really wanting you to focus on honoring yourself and nourishing yourself. I think that's really the biggest message that we have here for you. I'm going to pull a card for you from the Yogic Path Oracle deck. Some advice. I do see things taking off. I just heard taking off, and I was looking at this, right? This inner child, a vision, a plan, something that your inner child always wanted to do, and whatever it is, like you're looking at it, and it's whatever it is going to be taking off for you. I'm gonna have to Anahata, heart chakra at the bottom of the deck here. 333 on the timer. I had to restart the timer. So expansion, success. How do you pronounce this? Buddy? Buddy. I'm hearing devotion. I'm gonna have to look up these two cards. Oh wow, that's a different energy. Dumawati, I think. She's like a wise elder. At the end of all of this, you're going to be a very wise elder. Not that all of you are like waiting until then to be that, but let's see. But she does look kind of depleted, this figure here. With the crows there, she is this sort of speaker of truth, speaker for the divine. But it's almost like you don't want to give too much of your energy away. You need to restore it and replenish it in order to continue to give that wise sage counsel. Let me just quickly look up these cards because I'm not sure. Okay, Buddhi is spirituality. Page 27. Inner wisdom, intellect. Wise one, and you are wise. Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords energy, like Justice card. Wise one, you are now remembering what you were born with, all the answers that you are seeking. You have realized life is not about learning, but rather relearning, letting go of the illusion so we can remember our innate solutions. You have silenced the chattering of the mind to allow the whispers of the soul to speak, and are now beginning to truly read the vast textbooks that exist inside you. This is the time to rewrite your story, authored by the greater wisdom of your soul, Buddhi. And then Dumawati, something like that. Deities. So 27, page 27 for Buddhi, spirituality, is one of my favorite numbers because I was born on the 27th. And then Dumawati, deities, page 111. I mean, like, synchronistic miracles, a wink from the divine. Goddess Dumawati is the goddess of disappointment and letting go. Yeah, so letting go of disappointments from the past, of not being seen in the past. You, my darling, have finally realized that all of the hardships and struggles you faced were brought on your path for a very important reason. They've shaped you to be the person you are today. You have put together the dots on all the most difficult points on your journey and realized that it was all necessary to be here, now. Dumawati has come to remind you to give thanks to the struggles you faced. They've made you your highest self. Wow. Yeah, what did I say? At the end of the day, like, you are this very wise being. And everything that has, maybe you feel like 11:44 on the timer, maybe you feel like you've aged, and the struggles have aged you, or you feel old in your body, and that's another message, right? Another cue from the universe to start taking better, not that you're not taking care of yourself, but to nourish yourself, to really focus on the extra, the nourishment. A Reiki bath, an energy bath of some kind. Oh. Okay. Oh my God, 27 again. Healing the heart, power of self-love. I'm not going to go too much into these, but circle of eternal joy, timelessness, dance of life. Take them as they resonate, and then we'll close out this reading. Death and rebirth, darkness to light. Number 19. Oh, this one was 41. 29. Wisdom, learning, joy, art, music. So nourishment, joy, giving back to yourself, replenishing your energy so that you can continue on this journey that you're on. Okay, and with that, pile number 1, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe so that we can stay connected, comment below, let me know, and I look forward to reading for you next time. Have a great day. Bye. Hey, pile number 2, welcome to your reading. You chose share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution, expression. This card comes out a lot when I do these types of readings. Number 2, I did write down some cue phrases, words that I channeled before starting this reading for each pile. Earth Angel. So what I channeled was Earth Angel, unstoppable. I can't even read my own writing. I just was like scribbling while I was, because then I heard circumvent disaster. Safe, like you are safe from malicious intent. You're safe from malicious intent. Freedom, time is running out for them. Circumvent disaster. Maybe you've been hiding out. I also pulled, or the bottom of the deck energy I thought was, for this deck, was fitting for all of the piles, so I wanted to share it. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. There's a bit of fear in this pile this fear of the unknown, fear of speaking your truth, fear of sharing something, fear of persecution, fear of being judged. But there's this need to express yourself because you are unstoppable. You're an unstoppable earth angel. You're here to spread whatever it is that you're doing, to say whatever it is that you've said, to circumvent disaster, right? Like that. And I think because you are an earth angel, 212 on the timer, because you are an earth angel, you've managed to circumvent disaster. It's as if it's like an anvil, like an old cartoon, like an anvil falling, and you stepping out of the way just in time, and not realizing that if you didn't step to the side just in time, that would have hit you, but like something, an unstoppable force, or like, which is the divine, your angels, your ancestors, God, moved you out of the way, and you might have come face to face with death, maybe not even realizing it many different times, but you've managed to like avoid death, avoid disaster so many times. I don't even think you realize how many times, because you are an earth angel, and your mission, you are unstoppable because you have a mission here. But I'm also hearing that maybe you've been playing it safe a little bit recently. That's just for some. They're saying that no, that's not for everybody, because I'm just getting this safety, like you are safe from malicious intent. Maybe you have been threatened in the past or recently, or feel threatened, or you feel like there's this threat against you. If you are a truth at 333 on the timer, you are protected. Your angels are with you. If you have been speaking out and speaking a truth, and you feel like maybe you need to fly below the radar, or you're like on somebody's radar or something like that, you are safe from malicious intent. And I do feel there are energies around you that don't like what you have to say and don't like what you've been saying, and maybe they have energetically tried to stop you, or maybe physically tried to stop you in some way. But you are safe because you are protected by the divine. Like you are an earth angel, and you are protected, and you are here to call these things out, to do something in whatever it is that you're doing, this mission that you're on. You are on the right path, and you are protected on this path because you are aligned with your soulful self. So there's no need to be afraid of even persecution. I'm seeing somebody who's even being, not everybody here, but some people who are being targeted by higher levels of authority. It could be at work even. It could be like managers who don't really like that you are sharing your vision, and that maybe you're right at whatever it is that you're saying. And like the advice that you're getting, or the way you're leading your team, or whatever. To take it as it resonates, it can apply in many different situations, but there are like people at higher levels who are viewing you as a nuisance, I'm hearing. And maybe you've been shutting yourself down, or hiding away, and not fearing like putting yourself out there, or speaking your truth, or raising your hand, like Sheryl Sandberg likes to say, like claiming that spot at the table. Or what's her organization, Lean In, like being afraid of leaning in because people don't like you, because they don't like that you stand out for a good reason, like you are very intelligent. Some of you might be whistleblowers kind of energy too, and maybe you've had to hide away for a little while, or maybe you've burned some bridges and are afraid of persecution. But like every time that you blew the whistle on something, and then maybe kind of retracted, or not retracted, but like blew the whistle on something and then sort of stepped out of the limelight, or like backed off, it's almost as if spirit was calling you to do that. Like put yourself out there, blow the whistle, and then step back, so that you could, regain your sense of self. Let's get into, and purpose. Let's get into the tarot. Yeah, there's some people around you. I'm just getting this energy of some people really don't like you. And it's not because you're not the most amazing thing since sliced bread kind of energy, you know? It's like because you are truthful, because you are very powerful. Your words carry weight. People listen to you when you speak. You might not speak, but the come out of the cave, you might not speak an awful lot. You might be very quiet. But when you do speak, people sit down and listen. You command attention. You command a room. Your presence disturbs others because you are so powerful, because you're an earth angel. Like even I feel a little bit intimidated by your energy. You know, I must have been like a teenager. When I was a teenager, I got that a lot. Like people would tell me I was like a queen. Like I had carried myself like a queen, like that energy, very regal. And I had one guy tell me, because I was asking him about his friend that I was off and on with. Like this was a long time ago, but you know, he said to me, "You're very intimidating." And I was like, "What are you talking about? I'm like sweet as pie." But I've gotten that a lot, like a lot. Like that, just like you're so intimidating. And I'm like, but I don't mean to be. And then I had one somebody say to me once, it's like you're looking at people without their clothes on, like making people feel really vulnerable. But when you have that gift of being able to see into people's hearts and minds and their shadow sides and all that, and it's a part of your gift. It's not like you're intending to look at people like they're naked, you know? But people feel very vulnerable in your presence, and it's because you're this earth angel and you can see them, all of them. And anyone who's very malicious and has that intent and is kind of like in their darkness, they don't like that. That really bothers them. And when you can see it in them and you call them out on it, it makes them want to retaliate. Yeah. Muse of Voices, King of Swords, 10 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Muse, oh, it's upside down. Muse of Voices, King of Swords, 10 of Voices at the bottom of the deck there. You might bring some people to their knees with what you see and what you say. Nobody suspects you. And that's part of why you are the way that you are. Nobody suspects you because you're like, I'm sweet as pie. What are you talking about? You let people let their guard down sometimes, maybe in certain circumstances, but they don't know, or they don't, you're unsuspecting. Like they don't suspect that you will call them out or you will hold them accountable. Or maybe when you do hold people accountable, it brings them to their knees because you see their motivations, you see them. It's almost as if you see them the way God sees them. Like you see their heart, their intentions, who they are, why they do what they do. Like you see everything about people with the King of Swords. You're very wise through experience, but also through your gifts. And that makes other people very uncomfortable. The Magician. You're a very powerful manifester. But you channel the divine, God specifically. Like you are very connected to the divine, but you are God's earth angel. You work closely with the archangels, maybe with Archangel Michael. Archangel Gabriel, because of the communication. Like you are like God's voice on earth kind of energy. 9 of Inspiration, 9 of Wands. You challenge people to look at the truth of themselves. Your energy is very challenging. Six of Voices, 6 of Swords. And 9 of Emotions. 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. What's the message of hope here? Come out of hiding. I think you faced a lot of challenges. You're also a very powerful alchemist. You help people face their fears. You inspire people. You help them move out of challenges and into their heart with the Six of Voices and the Nine of Cups. Into their authenticity, into their true selves. Look at this figure's meditating, but all these lines connected to these diamonds. Like, you help people get into their alignment through the way you command attention, through the way you are. You are a role model, the King of Voices, or the King of Swords. You are a role model. People idealize you for some. Like, the people you're meant to inspire idealize you, and the people you're meant to call out fear you. And maybe they have tried to take you out, take you down. I feel as though those, for some of you specifically, maybe very recently, you've spoken some sort of truth, called some people out, and kind of went into hiding, and maybe you've been afraid of persecution, or maybe they're afraid of persecution after something that you've said. Judgment, justice kind of energy is coming out there because of something that you've expressed, something that you've said. I see people, like, there are eyes darting, like afraid of what you're going to say and do next. Maybe this is like they've gone into hiding. And you're like, I'm coming after you kind of energy, but you're not. They think that you are, but you're like, I don't have time to mess around with that kind of energy. Like, I'm not here to get you. I just want you to do the right thing. I just want you to, like, change. I have to pull some clarifiers. Six of Swords. There's this, like, moving away from something. Like literally a movement to some sort of new blessing. I asked about the Six of Swords, and I got the Knight of Wands, which can be about a physical move or being inspired, moving away from this very challenging, stuck energy of, like, needing to be that whistleblower, needing to call people out, and stepping into more of a just being inspirational, being able to have more fun, being able to move forward really rapidly out of whatever it was that you were doing before into a whole new different life. It's like, for some of you, it's like, okay, you did your job. Now you can be rewarded with, like, more spontaneity, more fun, more joy, feeling really inspired, right? Or being able to step into that role model inspirational role and actually have fun with it, rather than it being a constant battle or a constant challenge, or people constantly challenging you for what you see and what you say. And feeling more fulfilled with the Nine of Cups here, feeling confident in yourself, feeling confident in your voice, whereas maybe before you weren't as confident. And then at the bottom of the deck under here, we have the Nine of Materials, which 555 on the timer. Big, huge changes. A big blessing, I think, is coming in for you. And this was to clarify the Nine of Emotions. So 2 nines. So something is definitely ending, and a big manifestation is coming in for you. Whether you're aware of the manifestation, whether you specifically manifested it with intention or not, this is a part of your destiny, I'm hearing. Tower, and it's going to come in like a ball of lightning, literally. It's like going to surprise you, shock you at this manifestation that's coming in. And it's definitely like a reward for speaking up, for being that whistleblower, for calling out the darkness, for your wisdom that you shared, your voice that you shared with this group or this person or this situation. Or I see that you've been doing this since you were a child. Like, this is a part of who you are. And I think that you've been gaslit and shamed for this gift that you have of seeing the truth in people, and calling them out on their BS. Like, you have a gift for it. People don't like it, but it is your divine role here. It's a part of you're here to keep people accountable to their soul, to the energies of the universe, to the balance of things. Like, you're here to keep the balance. It's not necessarily about keeping the peace, it's more about keeping the balance here. Like, if, I don't know, if there's an angel of balance, I have to look that up, that you're it. Like, I think that you work intuitively maybe with ascended masters and with angels. I mean, definitely with angels, but okay, so out came with the Knight of Materials. I was just sort of asking Two of Inspiration and the Queen of Inspiration. People are going to start to take notice of you in a big, profound way. There's a whole new, people are going to like see you from a distance. Look at this figure here with this telescope looking at the Queen of Wands. Like, you see things that other people don't see, and people are going to start to, and you're channeling the divine directly here. Look at directly, and people are going to start to notice that, and they're going to sit up and like, wow, you are strong. I think they're saying also be cautious, because you have the potential in your tiny little fingers here to puppeteer situations unintentionally. Right? You can inspire people, but then you can also you can easily manipulate people too. And I don't think that would be your intention, but I've talked about this before, where absolute power corrupts, absolutely. And so to keep yourself in check, or you will be placed in check, right? And I don't think that that's your intention. I don't get that at all. But angels do fall from grace. So that's more of a little warning, but not like, I don't think that's not, that's not in your energy, but it, Spirit wants you to be mindful of that, of your own intentions. But I see a lot of people wanting to work with you, or wanting to listen to you. I see you maybe even being a public speaker, being a motivator of some kind, whether you're, maybe on YouTube or at work or whatever. Let's see. But I feel like you have been in hiding, or have been forced into hiding, or felt like maybe you burned a lot of bridges in the past, and you felt really kind of bad. Like, oh, it's not that you feel bad about calling people out, but you feel bad that maybe you lost opportunities because of this burning desire almost to call out the darkness, to call out malicious people. If you see something, you'll say it. Nobody's going to get anything past you. You're a truth speaker. You stand for the truth of the divine, for the balance of things. And when people lie and are manipulative, that throws off the balance of things. And you're here in part to restore that balance. With the magician, you are an alchemist, right? Alchemizing the darkness into light. Especially we need darkness. Without darkness, there is no light, and vice versa. But this dark energy that's consuming the earth and the cosmos and the ethers to a certain extent is not of the dark. Does that make sense? It's not the intended polar opposite of the light. It's a different sticky energy that is taking advantage. It's consuming things. It's not for balance. It wants to take over everything, take over the light. It wants to consume the light. I see even Lucifer himself is kind of like, oh, well, if you take away the light, then where's my playground? I have no more human souls to play with, kind of thing, No more shame to transmute. And take away this dark energy, takes the devil's playground away kind of thing, you know? But there's this energy, okay, there's energy of impatience with something, though. I feel like you feel with the Hanged Man in reverse, you're impatient for something to come about, for something to shift and change. I'm just hearing like, when will they change? From Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the original one. And then at some time when you least expect it, Ace of Cups, 222, 2222, 2222 on the timer. Things, balance, healing. Why are these in reverse, Spirit? Page of Pentacles. Maybe about new opportunities. The Empress at the bottom of the deck, and the Three of Cups underneath of that. Celebration, community. You're going to be celebrated by a community. There's a community, okay, this is for some, Eight of Wands here, there's a community that have been literally praying for you, for somebody to save them. They have been impatient, waiting, tied up. There is something going on. You see it with the King of Swords there, intuitively, clairvoyantly maybe. You've been working on calling this thing out. You've been facing a lot of challenges, whatever it is. You know, if it's at work, right, you've been trying to get things to change, trying to get management to change, but they're not changing. If this is something more on like a different scale, right, more of an energetic scale, it's like you see really nefarious things going on, and maybe on your channel or like with, you know, whatever, people calling it out, talking about it, saying it, facing challenges. But there's like healing that needs to happen. People are really impatient for it. You're really impatient for it because you see that there's like a community or a group of people or something that needs healing. Like I'm hearing these people or this community is devastated. Like they are like in serious need of help. And you've been facing, or they've been facing, a lot of roadblocks, a lot of challenges in getting something, recognition, and being seen and being found for some. This, take it as it resonates. But that is changing. Things are shifting and a new opportunity is coming in. Something will be highlighted, illuminated. I'm seeing a conversation's going to be had. There's going to be sudden movement forward with the Tower. Oh my God, the Devil. Oh my God. Yeah, like, and with this Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck, you see something. You see this darkness, these compulsions, these addictions, these negative traits, these bad people, bad behaviors. Whatever it is, I'm seeing some things. I don't want to go into that because I want this message to be about hope and healing. 1212 on the timer. But you see it, and you've seen it for a little while, and you've been waiting for something big to happen. You've been speaking about it to someone, somewhere, you know, somehow. But things are definitely moving forward for you. And you are going to be heralded, I'm hearing, as this like nurturer, as this healer, as this truth speaker, as someone who's very inspiring to this community. It's like, oh my God, you saved us kind of energy. And that's how I think that you could, there's this warning of like, you can easily like kind of manipulate the situation. Or these people that like that nightingale effect, like people who see you as their savior. So just be mindful of that energy, right? Making sure that you still maintain your boundaries, right? Respectfully. Oh my God. Okay, Ten of Swords. Yeah, something is ending. Something very painful for some people, maybe you, but something very painful where people have been stuck, like painfully stuck. Like this is no joke. This is like, whoa. And they have manifested you. They have been betrayed, wounded, stuck, lost, trapped. But that's ending. They manifested you in this situation. You're here to do this type of work with these people right now, whatever's going on right now that you're seeing, that you know about, maybe that you've, something, I don't know. I don't want to read too much. Whatever it is, these people have manifested you to come and rescue them almost, even if it's energetically. But you are going to be recognized as somebody who has saved them or has shifted something or helped heal an entire group. This is giving me like a whole group, a lot of people, or a big situation. It could be like work, it could be family, right? Breaking generational traumas or something like that, or speaking up to your parents, you know what I mean? Like around the holidays. Like there's so many different ways to take it. But this is like the waiting is over. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. Oh my God, yeah. They manifested you. You are a gift. Your presence, your energy, everything that you've done, what you've said, even if you're like, let's say Queen of Wands can be a bit of a light witch in the upright. She's a light witch, so maybe you've been doing some work on the spirit realm energetically, right? Doing some Reiki or whatever, like energetically doing what you can with this, like energetically working with the divine spirits, angels, goddesses, gods, right? Working with them in the background to make things happen. Whatever it is, it's working. I didn't bring like time. I don't know timing. Timing is going to be different for everybody. Oh my God, Queen of Wands again, 10 of Wands, Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Like pretty soon. I know that you feel really overwhelmed. You feel like maybe things aren't shifting, things aren't moving, but you feel stuck, but it's not as stuck as you think. The solution, the end, the moving forward of this energy is coming very quickly, a lot faster than you think, closer than you think, I'm hearing. I'll pull one card from the Yogic path. Oh. Oh my God, that came out in the first pile too. Dumawati? I'll read the message for you. You are so wise. And this kind of looks like a witch, right? She's a deity. Dumawati is a deity. And she's on page 111 of this guidebook. So, synchronicities, a wink from the universe. And it says, you, my darling, have finally realized that all of the hardships and struggles you face were brought on your path for a very important reason. They've shaped you to be the person you are today. You have put together the dots on all the most difficult points on your journey and realized that it was all necessary to be here now. Dumawati has come to remind you to give thanks to the struggles you faced. They have made you your highest self. I think that for you, this might be a part of the message that you're sharing to this group of people who have gone through something. It's like you're there to inspire them through their struggles. So the message is similar, but a little bit different than pile number 1. Let's get a card from this deck, and then we'll close the reading. Twin flame, soul partner, eternal connection. Oh, that's interesting. Number 16, 7, jackpot. That's weird. I didn't get any of those. Oh my God. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have sacred purpose, eternal flame, ancestral legacy. So there could be something, maybe your twin flame is coming into your life, or maybe you're reuniting with your twin flame, although we didn't get any of those other cards. Or maybe your twin flame is involved in this situation and you are needing to help this person heal after they've gone through something. Maybe they're stuck and trapped within this community of some kind for some. Let me just I have to get a tarot card because that's interesting. Eternal flame, though. Ancestral legacy. Like, you are birthing an ancestral legacy. You are going to be like, or you already are very profoundly respected in the spirit world, I think. You are spiritual royalty. You are very regal. That's your energy. That's your presence. But there's something about your twin flame here. Let's see. Let's just pull a tarot. They're in... Yeah, I don't know. This is like a surprise. They're fighting. I think that they might be fighting for something, fighting for their lives. But they're going to come and speak some sort of truth to you. I didn't do a love reading. This didn't feel like a love reading, but like they... or the two of you are in this spot where they're unsatisfied or something's not right there, but they're coming forward with the Chariot card and the Ace of Swords to speak some sort of truth to you. So this is a separate message maybe for some of you at the very end, and then the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. And they're in need of some healing. Oh my God. So we have the Emperor, the Four of Swords underneath of that, and the High Priestess under that, and the Lovers underneath of that, and the Moon under that. Yo. I didn't go into twin flame or a love thing. So this situation has something to do with a twin flame. That's just a hint. I feel like your twin flame, whether you know that person or not, is about to come forward in your life somehow. And there's some sort of mission that you're on together, and your ancestors are bringing you back together or together in order to fulfill some sort of mission. And it has something to do with this group of people manifesting you to help them escape or heal or move forward out of this really challenging time. Like, there's a lot of movement. It's like physical movement too, out of something, out of a challenge of some kind with the Tower. And it's like divine intervention is happening for you, not only you, but your twin flame and a group of people. And with that, I'm not going to go into that because that wasn't what this reading was about. But it's 12:22 on the clock. So again, that for me is a message of twin flames. It's actually, yeah, so 12:22 is actually the number, it breaks down to the number 7 again. So it's like jackpot. What's going on with their twin flame? Why did that come up? The Muse of Inspiration and the Hermit. They're healing. You're inspiring your twin flame wherever they are. They are not okay. Like, they're feeling not okay with the Four of Emotions here. They're feeling, I'm hearing sorry for themselves, but they're not in a good space. But whatever it is that you're doing, you're helping to inspire this person to come forward, to move forward out of some sort of dark period, dark night of the soul, I'm hearing for some. And you, through your healing and through your soul and through who you are on a spiritual level, on a soul level, you're empowering this person to evolve and heal and grow. And then together, there's like a mission that you two are going to work on together. So that's for some of you, but I'm going to leave it there. If you like this message, if it resonated, give it a thumbs up. Let me know. Comment below. Subscribe to my channel. If you're not already subscribed, I'd love to stay connected with you. And yeah, I look forward to reading for you next time. Have a great day. Bye. Hey, pile number 3, you chose this beautiful card. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? And I did write down a few channeled messages before getting into this, and I wrote down sweet, soft, supple, gathering flowers, protecting your energy, and replenish. Maybe by water, maybe taking some time in solitude, working with crystals. Crystals here, working with some crystals. Definitely a time for love and energy, gathering flowers, maybe getting some flowers. Oh, my hair is tickling my nose has been very tickly recently. I see you as a very soft, sweet energy, very nurturing, very lovely. I'm seeing somebody with like very innocent and sweet and just bringing like this light to the world, light and love, like pure light and love energy. I know sometimes we talk about like not every day can be light and love, but I think that your soul seems so, not necessarily young, but very fresh. And a part of your mission here is to bring light and love, like quite literally. And you're very soft, very supple, very sweet-hearted. And Spirit's like, just continue gathering those flowers. I feel like this message is going to be a lot shorter than the other two. Three of Emotions, Three of Cups. To the world, like literally to a community, to your family, healing generational trauma, just through your sweet, sweet vibes, you know? Oh, that's too many cards. No, I'm not going to take that. Messages of hope and healing for pile number 3. Muse of Voices. Public speaking, talking to a community, influence. You have influence over a community, whether you know it or not. Over family specifically, I'm hearing, whether you know it or not. This, I feel the energy of family. 5 of Emotions. So 5 of Cups. 2:22 on the timer. Ace of Voices. Ace of Swords. Truth speaker. Enlightened being, I'm hearing, very wise. Your soul is very wise. Even if your words aren't, like, I don't feel, because with the King of Voices, or King of Swords, like, you are a great communicator, but I feel as though it's like you communicate more with your energy and with your eyes, like this owl here, than intentionally with your words, but your words carry weight, I'm hearing. 10 of Voices, 10 of Swords. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? With the 5 of Cups there, it could be Ace of Voices. There's a lot of swords here, but there's a 3 of Cups at the front. The Moon underneath the King. I was looking at the King of Voice or King of Swords, and the Moon came out. You're very intuitive. So yeah, I was thinking, like, it's not as if you speak, you know, it's not like you are this like hardened leader, justice fighter kind of person, but you are very wise and very intuitive with the owl at the Ace of Swords. So you are a truth speaker, and you speak for the divine, whether you know it or not. You might even be a medium, I'm seeing, with the 3 of Emotions. Some of you might be a medium with the Moon here and the 3 of Emotions, speaking for the darkness, or speaking for the, not the darkness, but like the shadows, speaking for ancestors with the 3 of Emotions, the Moon and the Muse and the King of Voices here. With the 5 of Emotions, that's like grief and loss. That's literally like one of the death, like actual death. The Hierophant can be a funeral card, but this is like loss. So I just get this feeling as if you're being called to be a medium. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? I do. Like, this is weird. This is different than any of the other energies. Maybe you are being called to be a medium. And the 10 of Voices. Yeah, Ace of Materials just flew out. 10 of Voices is like endings. You know what you could be doing? That I'm going to put over here. Ace of Materials, Ace of Voices, Ace of Swords, Ace of Materials, speaking up. It's like with the Muse of Voices, being an investigator or working with investigators, or being a spiritual investigator or working with investigators, trying to solve unsolved mysteries. That's weird. Like unsolved mysteries, or like murders or deaths of some kind, painful endings, like helping investigators solve these kind of painful endings, or something. Take it as it resonates. Being a psychic with the CIA, which actually was a program, apparently ended in 1993, but it really hasn't ended. Yeah. Okay. 2 of Voices. Don't look here. Don't look at the man behind the curtain. Don't go in that door. Don't walk through that doorway. Nothing to see here. 555 on the timer. But let me tell you, if they still have the alien program running, they still have the psychic program running. 7 of Swords, unseen, something hidden. The Akashic Records. One sec, my daughter's knocking on the door. My daughter's home from school today. She was not feeling 100%. And I'd rather her just rest than get more sick. Just, you know, she's an SK and it's not such a big deal. Foxy. Fox is here. Trickster energy. These records. Sealed records. Unsolved mysteries. That is such a weird message. Okay, take it if it resonates. It could be like spirits coming to you, spirits from like unsolved mysteries coming to you, asking you to help them solve so they can move on. That's a very specific message. I work with some spirits sometimes, and they only come through when they want to, but I wouldn't call myself a medium by any means. But you might be. Or if you had the gift when you were little, maybe you were afraid of it and you lost it and you let it go, but now it's coming back for some. So, but anyway, so I was talking about the CIA and the CIA's psychic program. So 7 of Voices, and then the Emperor. So there was the 7 of Voices, 7 of Swords, the Emperor card, which is an authority figure, and the 6 of Materials. Look, this is like being offered something or given some sort of support. It's not necessarily a contract position, maybe. It could be. That message has come out a few times in the last couple years for me. Like this, like, you're going to get a call from the CIA or the FBI or whatever. CIA, most likely, or Interpol, depending on the region. Working in these classified records, this sealed room. It could be, you know, but you have this, like, but the energy of you is very sweet and soft and supple and loving and like gathering flowers and replenishing things. Protect your energy, though. I also heard protect your energy. But then all these swords are coming out. So it's kind of an odd mix of energies here. You know what I love? If have you ever heard Abraham Hicks talks about when, or Esther Hicks talks about when Abraham first came to her, and then they told her that they chose her to do their work because she hadn't experienced a lot of pain in the past. You know, she was kind of like this, not an empty, not empty mind, but like an empty vessel almost. Like she had no biases, and so that she was able to clearly channel their messages without attaching her own bias to them. So it's giving me that kind of energy. Like spirits are coming to you specifically because you're not jaded, is what I'm hearing. And you're able to clearly just pass on the message. Like you're a clear channel with the Ace of Voices there. But, I mean, there's so many different ways to interpret this. Ace of Emotions. 3 of Emotions. I am getting either family. This could also be like family secret. But, I mean, I wanted to bring a message of hope and healing. This could be also about family secrets. Because we have the King of Voices, the 3 of Emotions, the 5 of Cups. The closed records about a father figure, maybe somebody offering advice or telling you something. Okay, so there's 2 separate. This is a whole other story. Knight of Voices. This is Knight of Voices can be about. This is like a knight in shining armor energy. The Knight of Voices. It's very wise, very motivated. Comes in and kind of saves the day energy. thing, but there's another storyline that I'm getting, which is completely separate, which is family, healing a family line. Because, yeah, I was getting that energy of like, you're so sweet and soft and supple and loving and like this really light energy. So like, why am I getting all these swords coming out? And it's like there could be some sort of family secret coming out about maybe a father figure or an uncle, with the Muse of Voices there. We also have the Emperor here and the Seven of Voices. So it's like some sort of father figure or masculine, divine masculine in your life is coming out to tell you a secret, specifically a family secret that they've been hiding with the Moon card here for a very long time. I don't think that they've told a lot of people about this. It's caused them a lot of grief and suffering and shame and loss for a really long time. But with the Ace of Voices here, they want to speak their truth and end a painful cycle, a shame spiral, I'm hearing. So that's another message. Take it as it resonates. There's two totally different, and maybe they're interconnected. 10 of Emotions at the bottom of the deck, and Justice under that, and then the Sun under that. So clarity, justice being served, the truth coming out finally here. And so that the 10 of Emotions is one of the most positive cards. So there's like a relief, a sense of relief that's coming through. So it could go either way. This could literally be about a divine masculine in your life telling you the truth about something that happened to them, or a family secret that they've kept hidden, they've stored inside of their body, causing a lot of shame and pain and remorse and guilt. But speaking the truth is going to set them free, although it might cause some sort of painful ending for a family, where there might be some sort of disruption in the family symbiote, like harmony, right? Like that, because there's some sort of painful ending coming here. Something that was hidden, right? But this truth coming forward is going to change a painful cycle in their lives, maybe in your life as well. Or this is you, maybe, if take it as it resonates, or it's you needing to come forward and share some sort of a secret or a story with somebody about something that you've been holding on to for a really long time. And this is going to really help to heal not only you, but your generational line, and bring a sense of balance with the Justice card there, clarity, but ultimately love, family, fulfillment, feeling whole again, or feeling like you're able to be whole. Or take as if it's with the first message where you are, providing messages, like if you're a medium and helping sort of spirits cross over, or you're helping them share their secrets or tell stories, or helping them solve things in their lives with their family, their deaths or whatever. You're also at the same time, it's the same ending, right? Whichever storyline makes sense, you are bringing healing to a family line, to ancestors, generational trauma, like healing patterns of trauma and pain and suffering and secrets in a family line, whether it's in the spirit world with spirits, or whether it's literally in your family, present day. 3 of Materials and 2 of Emotions working together. So 3 of Materials came out, and then the 2 of Cups working hand in hand together, supporting people, connections, working with the divine. This is the same thing. 2 of Emotions I always look at as either it can be a connection, a partnership with somebody, or it can also be alignment. And then with 3 of Materials can talk about soul purpose, or working with other people, collaboration. So either, whatever way you look at it, the 2 different storylines there, it's the same message. However it plays out is going to be different for everybody. 7 of Wands, 5 of Wands at the bottom, keeping the darkness at bay, defending yourself, defending your honor, defending somebody else, defending your family, trying to hold the line, hold the light, staying in your power, staying in the light. the Hierophant in reverse. So I just said the Hierophant is the funeral card for me in some ways. It's also about unorthodox, like something being unorthodox or non-traditional. So this is, again, it's the same thing, like whether you're working, in the CIA psychic program or working with the deceased to solve their murders, or something is unorthodox about this, whatever it is that you're doing or being called to do or being asked to do, or whatever's going to be asked of you, or whatever someone's going to tell you. Oh my God. 8 of Inspiration. Some sort of communication. Page of Emotions came out. Something fell on the floor. The Magician. The Magician, Page of Emotions. Page of Emotions is like intuitive hits. Literally like one of the psychic cards too. Intuition. Manifestations, a direct channel. This specific card almost looks like a direct channel, right? Whatever, as above, so below kind of energy. I don't know. Whatever it is, this thing's coming in fast. Eight of Wands here. 8 of Inspiration. Some sort of communications coming in really fast. Some sort of new spiritual gifts are coming in really fast. You could be picking up that mediumship skill soon, like it's coming in for you, and I think it's going to be a bit of a surprise if that's the story. Whatever it is, it could be that somebody's coming towards you and telling you this sort of, maybe a divine masculine, or somebody's coming towards you to tell you about a family secret with an uncle or a father figure. If it's that, like, is there a secret, or like, yes. Okay, 8 of Wands again. And this is like, for some of you, this is a family secret. Someone's going to tell you about some sort of family secret that caused a lot of pain, with the 10 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. And they want to put it to rest. They want to get it out in the open so that they can finally do what they need to do to heal and move forward. Yeah, oh my God. I said, just as I said move forward, 8 of Cups came up. So they want to move forward from something that's caused them a lot of stagnation, a lot of pain, a lot of suffering. And then the 6 of Pentacles, they want to offer you some sort of truth about something. Or somebody literally wants to offer you something and you're going to move, right? Like if you're working with the CIA, I don't know, that's such a weird storyline. You might actually physically move away. Or someone wants to offer you support in the work that you're doing, because it's such important work. Like someone, I think, recognizes you. But I'm hearing secrets, and so King of Swords, and then the Emperor again at the bottom of the deck, and the 4 of Swords, High Priestess. Holy sugar. Yeah. It's like an emperor, a father figure, a divine masculine maybe, wants to speak some sort of truth to you. And put something to rest. Finally. Some doubt. What do they want to... What is it that they want to say? What's the message? What do they want to say? Maybe something that you've been wondering about. Like, why does my pile number 3 need to know this? What is the hope and healing in this? Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. 4 of Cups. It's been eating at you. You felt, it's like this divine masculine, King of Swords energy. It could be air sign or an Aries, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Aries there. Some Pisces energy, Cancer, Scorpio a little bit, but strong air energy. You felt left out, or like you felt like confused. You felt like somebody was lying to you here. Look at this figure is like crossing their arms. This person's offering them this, this cup or whatever. This person's like, nope, I don't trust you. Like that's not right. Like there's something not right. I'm getting this energy of like, you're not telling me everything. What's going on? Yeah, King of Cups. So a King of Cups energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and the Sun here is going to offer you some sort of clarity about something. You intuitively felt like something was off, like you didn't have all the information, and they're going to bring you some sort of clarity about something that caused them a lot of pain. And I think it has a lot to do with their family, some sort of secret in their family that they haven't said, they haven't told a lot of people about, they haven't really told you about, or they haven't told you about, but you intuitively know about it. With the Two of Cups here, and the Three of Pentacles, they want to work with you now. It's like now they trust you. Like they want to put their trust and faith in you to tell you this secret. What is this? It's going to be, the secret's going to be different for everybody. And yeah, the cards aren't really like wanting to, all they want you to know, all the spirit world wants you to know, is that they want to put something to rest. They want rest too. This person wants rest. They want to get it off their chest so they can finally be at ease in themselves. Again, the Five of Cups came up here. They don't want to feel this grief and loss and sadness anymore. They don't want to carry this burden. With the Fool card, they want to start fresh. They want to start new. They want a brand new beginning, possibly with you. But they know that they need to get this off their chest. They need to say it. If they want that to happen, they know now that it's imperative for them. So look at, we have the Divine Masculine came out twice, and then we have the Empress and the Six of Cups at the bottom. They want to reunite with you. This could be somebody from the past, somebody, that hurt you, or somebody and you didn't know why. Like they might have walked away from you and you don't know why. There was some sort of painful ending with the Ten of Swords there. They want to put something to rest. They want to explain something to you. They want to be honest with you. They want to share a piece of their heart, their soul, their experience with you, some sort of family secret I'm feeling. And they want to reunite with you. They want you to be their Empress. They want to work with you. Look at the Two of Cups. This could be a twin flame connection, divine union of some kind. Two of Cups, Three of Pentacles, and then we have the Emperor and the Empress. This person loves you a lot, but maybe they weren't able to be the love that you needed. And it's because they carried a lot of guilt and shame within them. But sharing this truth is going to set you guys free to be together, or to grow, or to evolve, or to work together. Okay, let's get some guidance, and then I gotta go. Sacred purpose, eternal flame, ancestral legacy. Earth magic, fearlessness, removing obstacles. So an obstacle between you and this person maybe is being removed. Divine Mother, nurturing, compassion, grace. They need you to heal. Whoever it is, whether it's this person, this storyline, right? Or whatever, this people need you to heal. Like you are a very nurturing, loving person, and they need your energy in order to heal and move forward and heal their ancestral line. Achievement, effort plus intention. Yeah, this person wants to put in effort now. Maybe they couldn't before. It's not that they maybe wouldn't. I think that it's more that they couldn't, if this is about a twin flame divine counterpart connection. But there's some achievement here. Like I think that the two of you will be very successful, whatever it is. Or it could be like if you are, a medium, there's like this intention and effort that you're going to put in order to help a community of people. Miracles, ancient wisdom. Yeah. It could be like channeling ancestors, right? Making things right in your ancestral line. That's a big message too for this pile. Okay, and then one card from this deck, and then I'll close out the reading. Oh, fine. Two. Pitta and Samadhi. Wow, okay. Where's the book? Uh-oh. So Pitta is the dosha of like fire energy. This is very fire energy. Oh, here it is. Right? It's very fiery, passionate energy. I feel like whatever, if there have been obstructions, blocks in your path, in your conscious awareness, in your intuition, in your gifts, maybe if you are a medium, like in those spiritual gifts, there's some sort of truth that's coming forward, or some sort of an offer, or some sort of something, an energy, a truth, an offer of some kind working together that's going to release you. It's going to either release a situation, this connection, the burdens that are in this connection, even with yourself, with your spirit guides. Something's going to come in, this like divine intervention that's going to set your soul free. And you're going to feel very passionate again, if you haven't been feeling very passionate. And then samadhi, let's... (77). Samadhi is on page 77. So wow, it's like the spirit. Samadhi, 8 stages of yoga, advanced state of meditation, and absorption in the self. Have you noticed the signs of spiritual... Have you noticed the signs of spiritual progress? Your daily practice has brought you to the place of stillness, and it is there where you experience samadhi, the joining of all aspects of your being, physical, spiritual, mental, and emotional. Samadhi is the deepest level of awareness when you experience supreme bliss, consciousness, and enlightenment. Your human consciousness has become one with the cosmic consciousness, and your soul has realized that it is far more than a mind and body. Celebrate the reunion of your soul and spirit, for you are a microcosm of the macrocosm. I'll read Pitta. The fiery dosha, powerful, strong-willed, and feisty. Fire and water are the two most powerful elements that can create and destroy anything. Together they create Pitta, which is empowering you today. You are in a determined place in your life. You know what you want, and a fire has been set under your seat to achieve it. You are setting goals for yourself and focused on the task at hand. Perhaps this is time to emerge as a leader and teach others your strength and wisdom. You are transforming the world with your actions. You don't lose connection with the water within you, and remember to play. So whatever this is that's coming in, it's going to set you free with passion. Like there's going to be a lot more passion and intensity and joy and love and connectedness that's coming into your life. And that's so beautiful. So thank you, pile number 3, for being here. I really appreciate you. And let me know if this reading resonated. Give it a thumbs up, comment below, let me know. Subscribe to my channel so that we can stay connected. And I look forward to reading for you next time. Bye.